perhaps the most important prediction of 2023, chat. To adequately say this prediction, I cannot merely repeat myself. I must play my actual words so that they can be heard, chat. Let's take a listen. Anime is the root of this. Okay, pay close attention to the Josh of Christmas Past, chat. Anime is the root of this as well. He's probably watching some weird wife swapping anime, and it's giving him ideas. Just stop, please. Oh, and the Baldo, him trying to get a spawn. He said that he fucked his wife with a dildo that you wear on your testicles. It's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. It's the most retarded. I think and Ominous said it. He said it's like the most locale sex toy ever. Like, who the fuck sees a pretty woman and says, I want to bash my balls into her ass. I want to fuck her with my scrot. Like, are you nuts? Are you nuts? I get that it's a joke, but please stop. Nobody wants to hear this. This is a funny thing for Ron Jeremy and washed up porn stars to talk about on like some sex podcast. You are supposed to be presentable to the public. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. So 2023, I see Nick Rekieta quitting anime, returning to church, not going to Hedonism 3, and not doing any more interracial life swapping. Because I am the unmoved mover. If I wish it into existence, it will happen. It's happening right now. Okay? It's happening. I'm willing it into. I'm like Samson. I got chains on me and I'm pulling it down. I'm making it happen. Such is life, chat. Such is life. Sometimes, chat, you are wrong. Well, let's be clear. My prediction came in threes, or four technically. 1, Rekieta would swear off anime. 2, Rekieta would return to church and fear God. 3, Rekieta would not go to Hedonism 3. And 3B, he would not have interracial wife swapping any further. Oh boy, where to even begin? So to put this into context, we have to go back to the Pornhub video. This is Rekieta Anime Net Series 2022, I believe, and he's having these random cosplay thoughts step on him for pictures. And I consider this so embarrassing, so secondhand humiliating, and so degrading to his wife that it really upset me. And I really wanted for him to stop doing this.
Did she kick your knees out or something? No, I know. The funniest part is when
So this is what's going on with this shit. So I watched the clips. However, I'm not 100% up to date with Rekieta news. From what I understand, I only got one of my wishes. He seems done with anime stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's something anime he still talks about, but it really seems like he now just admits that he was only into anime for the Vic Mignogna stuff and to make money off the weebs. And he doesn't really seem to have any interest in anime as like a thing for real. He tried to hook up with I'm gonna get some details of this wrong, but I'm gonna try to summarize it vaguely instead of naming names. He was interested in connecting with some VTubers to, I don't know, just bolster his stream, get some more people watching his streams and stuff. So because he had success with Vic Mignogna, he wanted to talk to popular VTubers. And he reached out to more than one VTuber from the Phase Connect network. And not only did he reach out, but he reached out with Kumalat, who was like his number 2, who was like a genuine like goon-brained retard with holes in his head. And they did something like really inappropriate. I think what the main conflict was is that they started pretending that they were dating in real life. Like the VTubers were having like an in real life sexual relationship with these with Kumalat, and this was this was like so damaging. Like, it was weird because they invited them on as friends, and then they started saying this stuff without their permission and posting pictures and pretending that they were like in bed together and stuff. And not only was this like really inappropriate just on like a person to person level, obviously the VTubers make their money by pretending to be single so that people think they have a chance and will super chat for attention. So these rumors that they were circulating, because they did show up on this guy's stream, which gave some credence to them, to him saying that they were together, that jeopardizes her bottom line, because that's how she makes her money. So this really upset the streamers. And then because they had done this to people on this Phase Connect. No, Kumalot, his name is Camelot, but he's like Rekieta's friend. He shows up on live stream all the time. He's not a VTuber. So the Phase, basically there was like a thing where like the Phase Connect streamers stopped communicating with Rekieta and his people because it had caused problems, and they don't want problems. And so the studio said, don't stream with these guys, they're bad news. And then when the word got out that the VTubers wouldn't be showing up on Rekieta's stream anymore, he basically started shit talking the girls and saying like, that they're shitty anyways, and that they should leave their network so that they can stream with them. Like, just really being like really inappropriate from a person to person perspective, and inappropriate in like a professional point of view. And since then, because when this happened, all the weebs started fucking with Rekieta and his people in Camelot. And I think from that point on, Rekieta dropped the whole anime facade, and because he pissed off all the weeaboos anyways, he just said, fuck it, I'm not going to pretend to be a weeaboo anymore. And from what I understand, he's not trying to like, what's the word, pander. He's not trying to pander to the weeaboos anymore. So the whole, I kind of got my wish in that he stopped doing the anime shit, but you know what he replaced anime with? Like hardcore perpetual alcoholism. Maybe it's not even what I just said with the Phase Connect drama. I think it was like he just started drinking so much he didn't have the attention span to watch anime anymore, so he just got over it. You know what I mean? So it was that. And I kind of wanted to show you, like, this is a thumbnail of Rekieta from his OP. And I think that the OP was like recently edited in like 2022. So you can see in here like how young he looks. His like skin is in good condition. His hair is recently cut and shit. And then we can go to like illicit clips, and we can just pick like literally any recent video of him. And he just looks fucking awful. Like, just look at how fucking old he looks. He looks so old. Like, just compare him, like, here. This isn't even him at his worst, because he's not, like, completely drunk here. He just looks so aged up, and his eyes are all fucked up and shit. It's really crazy comparing him to even just a couple years ago. There is a specific... Aha! Here, okay, how about this? Let's compare him to this. See how bad this is him properly fucked up. You can see how awful he looks in this. Watch what he does in this.
A goddamn bullet. If you haven't married someone like that, what are you doing with your life?
Do you notice anything about that? Let's do an instant replay of this. Pay special attention, chat.
A goddamn bullet. If you haven't married someone like that, what are you doing with your life? There's no alcohol left in this glass. T. Hizzle says, Nick.
Okay, now that you know the secret, one more time.
A goddamn bullet.
The glass is completely empty.
If you haven't married someone
There's
like that,
what are you doing
drop
with your life? There's literally not even a drop, and he really, really tries to get a single like milliliter of alcohol out of that glass. It's just dry. It's bone dry. So he definitely did not become a church-going man of God. I don't think he did go to Hedonism 3. However, I can't really say that I predicted that he did not go to Hedonism 3, because it seems like what he's done instead is make Hedonism 3 a perpetual state of being. It really sounds like he's into the whole swinging community now. He has these weird news stories about going out to clubs and having old people hit on him and shit. And it's just like, I don't know. It's so gross. And he is continually streaming from this fucking kitchen, like, or from his hot tub. And it's just like, anytime he's fucked up after his stream, he's in the kitchen, he's like sloppily eating food. Despite this being like the paid for content for his local streams, like his after show, like 1-on-1 for his users, he's just like eating into the microphone constantly and just being a gross degenerate. Every video where he's in this kitchen and eating like whatever leftovers his wife has left out for him like a fucking dog. It reminds me of that video of it's the guy eating the burger. I remember when I was like young, there was a really famous celebrity clip of was it David Hasselhoff? He's like eating Burger King off the floor of a hotel room with his shirt off because he's so fucked up, and his like daughter recorded this to try and show him how gross he was. And it got leaked out somehow, and that became a news circuit thing. But that's like Rekieta every night now. It's like every night he's just recording himself eating Burger King off the floor in his gross ass kitchen. And it really feels like his relationship with his wife has deteriorated because his kitchen's always in disrepair and he's always just eating random shit out of the fridge. He's up at weird times every day. He's drunk perpetually. He's telling stories about how he's like wasted driving under, DUI with his daughter in the car, or driving off the road on his Mustang with his daughter in the car. And it's just like, there's no way that this is a functional relationship. There's no way that they're still together and he's doing this shit. And there's no way that she's like in love with him and allowing him to drink himself to death like this. There's just no fucking way. And then he complains that people have like a misconception about how his life is. And it's like, there's no way to form any other opinion. He says like, well, guys, you like see like a microcosm. You just see like 1% of somebody's life. And then you like assume the other 99% off of that. It's like, yeah, retard. That's how it works. That's pattern recognition. That's like that's how the human brain works. There's literally, it would be illogical to see somebody who was like a drunk, wasted loser, every time he's on live stream, and then just assume, oh, he's probably fine off a stream. Off a stream, I'm sure he's like picking daisies and is completely sober and probably has a nice vegetable garden in his backyard. Like, there's zero reason to assume that about you. So I don't know, man. It's really painful because I thought it was so nice that Rekieta was like a streamer and successful and religious with like a bunch of kids and like a 20-year-old, marriage, because it shows people, especially right now, that there are still like traditional families and normal people out there. And it makes it so that like the old 50s style stay-at-home mom structure exists, and it's achievable in the current year, and it's not a bygone era. And then he fucks it all up. He like fucks it all up and makes his relationship like this public display that everyone speculates about, and people think his wife gets fucked by black men, and it's just like, it's so disappointing. It's so disappointing to me that he would do this, and it's not, to be clear, it's not because I personally am like dissuaded or negatively impacted by his presentation, but I know other people are. I know that when you have thousands and thousands of people watching you who are, heavily engaged in your community, who are heavily involved in your live streams every single day, watching your content, I know that subconsciously, whether they like it or not, it plants in them this idea that every marriage after so many years is doomed to fail. It's doomed to become an open relationship. You're doomed to have marital issues. You're doomed to become Kevin Spacey. It's not true. And I had hoped for better from him. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect for Rekieta, because my instinct is very negative, but I find it difficult to sit here and say, for 2024, I believe that Rekieta will be divorced and he will be shot in the back of the head by a gay Nazi. You know, I don't want to say that. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. 2024, Nicholas Rekieta will be shot in the back of the head by a gay Nazi. And lock it in. That's my prediction. Refugee from Quickquill for 5 says, can we have a Baldo drop for Kiwi Farm's New Year's celebration for 2025? Baldo drop. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't want to celebrate Rekieta's decline. It makes me feel bad. Okay. I don't know what we could drop. Maybe some silver, something wholesome. Things have to be wholesome sometimes. Mario Carter 13 for 1 says, balls or no balls on Mandy? Definitely balls. Definitely balls. That's a reference, by the way, to a thing that Rekieta